12 o'clock bus. Coming off that win in Boston, what can you guys build on from that game?
I just think we played more solid defensively and just keep playing the same way, being tough, physical, and be a tough team to play against.
A long road trip kicking off for this group tonight. What's the mentality going into it, and what will it take to establish a good road game tonight?
I think we just need to build off the last game, played some road hockey here. It doesn't always have to be fancy. Just find a way to get the wins here on the road.
And you guys faced Columbus less than 2 weeks ago, an overtime win. When you look at them on the ice, what stands out to you in the way they play?
I mean, they have some skilled players. They have some physicality, so they have a pretty wide team, I would say. And, always good battles against this team. I think we'll always have tight games, so it's going to be fun.
Todd talked a little bit about the importance of game management again in that Boston game. What areas do you guys want to improve on in that aspect?
Yeah, I think just getting out of our zone, and when we get down there in forecheck, they have no chance to play against us. So just that, like the puck management, get the puck out and get the puck in their zone. So I think just that's going to be the key.
Thanks, Elmer. Yeah. Todd, just looking at this road trip ahead, can you talk about the opportunity that's in front of this group and how you guys are embracing it?
Well, it's going to be a big challenge. The travel, the buildings that we go to, the teams that we're going to play. Everybody's a little bit different, so we've got to prepare each and every night. But I think the opportunity that lies in front of us is twofold. One, to have a successful trip and build, and then two, to find our game and continue to build on it. And I'm looking forward to it. Starts here tonight against a real good team. Very active group of defensemen that can certainly make you pay.
It's kind of a good point. You brought it up the last couple of days. There's so much parity in the league now too, and these rinks are almost cookie cutter in a way too. Is the home ice advantage kind of a lesser thing now in the NHL a little bit?
Overall, big picture, I think so. I think some of that went away with a lot of the fighting too and the intimidation. The size of the rinks are all similar now. The atmospheres are generally the same. Some teams start out, a little quicker on home ice than others, but teams are so closely bunched that the runaway teams on home ice. Colorado might be doing it, but other than that, I don't think there's a big swing one way or the other.
Any other specifics from that Boston game that you're hoping this group can build on? You talk about building.
Well, the start, I thought we really played well, especially early in the game. Did a lot of things that we needed to do against that team. Learned from our game in Boston, and then look for maintenance after that. If we get the start we'd like, can we maintain it and understand how momentum swings and deal with that? So that'll be important.
Kind of funny you mentioned that fight. So many people were talking about it the last few days. I mean, do you miss that part of the game a little bit, Todd? Just frankly, do you kind of miss it a little?
Well, it's always been part of the game. I think there were times where it got stupid.
Okay.
Quite frankly, there's a need for it and all that type of stuff. But the actual staged part of it, I'm not a fan of that. I never was a fan of that. It's entertaining, I guess, for people, but. The overall, policing of the game, I think it's important.
When did you see it evolve? Going to the point now where it's such primarily all skill, basically.
Good question. I think of when I started in the league here with Detroit. That was 2005. There was still a significant, number of those types of people. Proby and Koch were here for a lot of good years. Jody Shelley, Columbus Blue Jacket in San Jose. Every team had 2 to 3 of those types of players. They're still in the league, but they are really good players as well.
Mo Seider's 1 career point from 200. The offense that he's provided on the back end for you guys, how beneficial has that been for him and for the group?
Real beneficial. There's an uptick in it lately, especially power play wise. He's a lot more willing to feed shots through to the net with some traffic there, where before it was more about playmaking and that type of stuff. So as our power play got its act together, if you will, we have more of that, and Mo's a big part of it.
Is that just confidence on his part, or Just
Yeah, a
something-
little bit of, game ebbs and flows a little bit. But he's right up there with some of the high-end offensive guys. I still think his primary responsibility, though, is defending. That's what he does best. And so if he can add the offensive element to it, great.
Any lineup changes tonight?
We'll see after warm-up. Again, we're like every other team, bumps, bruises,
How about Gibby or?
Talbs tonight.
Thanks, Todd.